My name is Maya, and I want to continue telling my story because life didn't make it easy, and every moment I survived became a lesson I had to share. After moving to the city with the scholarship, I felt both excited and scared. The streets were loud, crowded, and unfamiliar. My small village felt like a distant memory. At first, I got lost almost every day, and sometimes I had no money even for a meal. But I reminded myself, this is my chance. Don't waste it. The school was enormous compared to my little classroom back home. The first day, I felt invisible. The rich kids laughed at my clothes and accent. They whispered, "Where did this girl come from?" My stomach hurt from hunger and shame, but I took a deep breath and told myself, I am not going to disappear. I am here to learn, and I will not let anyone stop me. At lunch, I sat alone on a bench. A girl named Elena approached me cautiously and asked, "Are you new here?" I nodded shyly. She smiled and said, "Don't worry, I was new too once. You'll manage." That small kindness gave me courage. At night, I returned to my tiny room. I cooked a simple meal, studied my books, and practiced English aloud. I repeated sentences over and over until they felt natural. I can do this. I will succeed. My voice echoed in the empty room, but it became my strength. Months passed. I started excelling in my studies. Mr. Harrison had taught me to believe in myself, and now I could see the results. But life kept testing me. My mother's health worsened, and I had to send money home. I worked as a waitress, cleaned offices at night, and even sold handmade jewelry. There were days I cried alone in my room, feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders. One evening, as I served coffee at a small cafe, a man overheard me speaking fluent English to a customer. He asked, "Are you a teacher?" I shook my head. "No, sir, I am still learning." He smiled and said, "You have talent. Don't waste it. Keep going." That encouragement from a stranger reminded me that every small effort mattered. Even Arun, my little brother, became a motivation. I remembered the nights he cried from hunger, and I promised him silently, "I will make a life for us, and you will never suffer like this again." I studied every evening, even when I was exhausted, whispering English words to myself. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow I will rise. Years went by. I graduated high school with top marks, and my heart raced when I got accepted into a prestigious college. For the first time, I felt hope that stretched beyond survival. I could dream. I could imagine a life where I wasn't just struggling, but thriving. College wasn't easy either. I faced cultural differences, expensive books, and long hours of study. But every challenge reminded me of my past struggles in the village. I remembered the torn shoes, the empty stomachs, and the long walks to school. I survived that, I told myself. I can survive this too. Then came the moment I never thought would arrive. During my final year, I was asked to teach English to underprivileged children as part of a community program. My hands shook as I entered the small classroom filled with children who looked at me with curious eyes. I thought of myself at their age, sitting hungry but dreaming. "Hello," I said softly. "My name is Maya. I am here to help you learn English. But more importantly, I am here to show you that no matter how hard life is, you can fight and rise above it." I could see the children nodding slowly, their eyes wide. For the first time, I felt that my journey was coming full circle. Every struggle, every tear, every sleepless night had led me here. And as I spoke to them, I realized something powerful. My past pain had turned into a purpose. One evening, after finishing a lesson, I walked home under the dim streetlights. I thought about my mother and Aaron. I called her, and her voice cracked as she said, "Maya, I am so proud of you. You've made it." I held back tears and whispered, "We made it, Mom. We survived, and now we can live."